The Sumerian civilization was born in the Mesopotamian region, which is now modern-day Iraq, in the southwest of Asia. In Greek, Mesopotamia means between the rivers, because it is located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which provided water and fertile soil for agriculture and the growth of civilization. Mesopotamia's location made it a significant hub for trade and communication between Asia, Africa, and Europe, which contributed to its wealth and development. The archaeological evidence and the Sumerian writings have helped archaeologists better understand the location and scope of this ancient civilization. The Sumerian civilization is notable for being the first written civilization in human history. Cuneiform writing was created by the Sumerians and was composed of pointed engravings on clay tablets. The Sumerians were able to document commercial transactions, regulations, stories, and myths using this technique. They also wrote poetry and other literary works in cuneiform. Archaeologists have been able to unlock many of the mysteries of the Sumerian civilization through the use of cuneiform writing, and they now know more about their society, religion, and culture. It is also a major turning point in human history because it marked the start of knowledge transfer through writing, and the long-term preservation of knowledge. The Sumerian people were pioneers in political and social organization. Mesopotamia's region was divided into a number of city-states. Each has their own monarch and government. Each city-state had its own unique identity, but they also worked together on shared military and economic issues. The Sumerian people also produced laws, such as the Law of Hammurabi, which contained a collection of laws and rules governing various aspects of the Sumerian society. To fund their projects and wars, they established tax systems and created justice systems. They were pioneers in urban planning and architecture as well. Their cities were well organized and planned, with straight streets and sturdy buildings made of stone and brick. The architecture of Sumeria included ziggurats, pyramidal structures used as religious temples, and administrative centers. They also built dredging systems to regulate flooding and irrigation channels to irrigate their farming fields. The planning and architecture of Sumerian cities demonstrate their capacity for pragmatic problem solving and their long-term outlook. Additionally, their architectural legacy influenced the development of cities in later cultures like as Babylonia and Assyria. A strong literary and artistic legacy was also practiced by the Sumerians. Epic poetry like the Epic of Gilgamesh, which tells the tale of King Gilgamesh and his quest for immortality, were a common feature of their literature. They also made up myths, such as the creation of humanity, in which they held that the first man and woman were made of clay and given life by the gods. If you'd like to see more videos on these subjects, please like this one. They also took pleasure in writing devotional songs, many of which were passed down orally for ages before being recorded on clay tablets. Additionally, they created a vast range of objects, such as ceramics, sculptures, and jewelry. Their polytheistic religion and philosophy are reflected in their art. The polytheistic Sumerian religion was based on a number of gods and goddesses who presided over various facets of daily life, including agriculture, warfare, and justice. The Sumerians thought these gods lived in temples and were fed by their followers through wine and food offerings. In addition to rites and ceremonies, the religion also had beliefs regarding the afterlife. Additionally, the Sumerians had a significant figure named Enlil, who was the god of air and the chief of the gods. Sumerian kings were often seen as representatives of Enlil on earth and played an important role in religion and society overall. The Sumerian economy was an agrarian commercial one that depended on agriculture and livestock. In addition to raising animals for meat and wool, they also farmed cereals, fruits, and vegetables. The Sumerians also practiced a variety of trades and business, including blacksmiths, potters, and merchants, and they exchanged commodities using a system of weights and measures. King and priests were at the top of the social pyramid in the hierarchical society of Sumer, which was then composed of merchants and peasants. Additionally, the Sumerians employed slave labor for certain jobs like the construction of irrigation canals and temples. The Sumerians possessed sophisticated astronomical and mathematical expertise. They recorded intricate calculations, such as the measuring of land areas and the computation of the positions of planets and stars, using the cuneiform writing system. Furthermore, the Sumerians were pioneers in developing a precise time measurement system, using a lunar calendar and a sundial. They are also credited with being the first to create a numerical system based on 60, which is still used today for measuring angles and times. The Sumerians demonstrated an exceptionally high degree of scientific sophistication for their time by doing astrological calculations and eclipse predictions using a combination of their mathematics and astronomy expertise. The Sumerian civilization developed largely via trade and expansion. Because of their geographic location, they were able to communicate and conduct business with nearby civilizations like the Akkadians and Babylonians. In addition to importing exotic products like wood and spices, the Sumerians excelled at making costly items like metal objects, textiles, and ceramics. Trade was facilitated by the implementation of commercial regulations and the establishment of monetary systems based on the manufacturing of copper coins. Along with the economics, culture, and politics, trade played a significant role in Sumerian civilization. The spread of knowledge and technology as well as the political unity under a single authority were made possible by commercial exchanges because leaders could use the wealth created by commerce to further their own power and dominance. Mystery and conjecture surround the Sumerian civilization's demise. Although the precise reason for its demise is uncertain, there are various ideas. According to some historians, invasions by nearby peoples and internal strife were to blame. Others believe that factors like soil deterioration and dryness played a large effect. Whatever the cause, the collapse of the Sumerian civilization signaled the end of one era and the start of another. We still learn more about this ancient civilization today and work to comprehend its impact on human history. What Sumerian mysteries still need to be solved? What actual reasons exist for their decline? Future studies and time will be the only gauges.